Welcome to the Dolls Room, where every day is a disco party. Huh, Ito? Ito! Hi everybody, welcome back to the Dolls Room. So today, Natalia. This girl is incredibly special to me. Her story is pretty magical. You might have heard it before. I have told it maybe a couple times in the Amoka group. But basically, she is, or was, a Pullip Ririko that belonged to Laura Embers, also known as Pure Embers. And Laura custom or semi-customed her. So she gave her these piercing gold eyes. Oh, she has a little hair in front of her face. She gave her these piercing gold eyes and this stunning red and black wig. You might know that when I first started looking at things, I found them on Pinterest. That's how I found Pullips in general. And so I found her picture really early on, and you know, I just was staring at it for quite a while, thinking, she's so beautiful, how can I do that? I knew very little about Pullips. Eventually, as I started to collect them, I was changing their hair and wigs, but to get a look as intense and as severe as this girl was hard to come by, because Pullip Ririko, her stock has incredibly intense eyelashes and just an intense face up in general. And the Pullips that were available when I was looking were really a little bit more little girlish, and Pullip Ririko herself was completely sold out. She is completely sold out. I think she was released in a very limited edition. I'll put a picture of her here. She's really beautiful. She has this outrageous outfit, and the way that her bangs are styled short to her brows make her look a little bit like a 50s rockabilly, a little bit. She could go that route very easily. So I kind of gave up on the possibility of being able to do something like this, as well as I don't really want to get a stock Pullip and then customize her to look exactly like somebody else's custom. That sort of takes all the creativity away. But late one night, when I was way past my bedtime, I took a little extra moment to look on Pullip Sales, the page, and there she was, and I couldn't believe it. Well, the pictures of her, the wig was a little bit off center, and I thought, no, that can't possibly be her. But sure enough, it was Laura Embers' Pullip Ririko. She had named her Asha, and well, I adopted her immediately. It was just absolutely immediate that I knew I wanted her. But anyway, the second that the adoption went through, my payment went through, did the thank you back and forth, happy stickers on Messenger, I closed out my computer and the storm broke loose. I live in Virginia on the East Coast, and we get some pretty dramatic thunder and lightning storms, but it was completely unexpected. I don't remember knowing that was going to happen that night, and it was like a film noir movie. Just lightning bolts and thunderclaps, and the walls were lighting up, and as I was walking from the doll's room back to my bedroom. You know, I could see my shadow in the hall all of a sudden. It was sort of a bewitched moment, and I was completely stirred up. I was on a high from having found this girl. So she came to me, and I named her Natalia. I love the name Natalia. I think it's lovely, it's lyrical, it's kind of exotic, it's kind of sensual, and I think that really fits this girl. Laura had put her on a medium bust obitsu, and that was the first time that I saw that. You know, up until then, I knew that I loved the obitsu body. I loved to be able to move my girls. I don't want them just stiff, sitting on a shelf. But I was reluctant to get the medium bust because I try to steer clear of these images. You know, anime does that a lot with these tiny little skirts and with the underwear showing and with the bust, the bosom just, you know, flying out of the top, and I think that sends a negative message. So I was not really into or interested in having these medium bust girls, but when she came with a medium bust, it made a lot of sense to me, you know, because she's not a little girl, she's not the girl next door, and it just suit her proportions a lot more. Now I have kind of a mix of who has a small bust, who has a medium bust, and I try to choose that really appropriate to character. Natalia is wearing sort of a gypsy goddess outfit that I made for her. There's this halter top that I made out of this sparkly, just gorgeous sparkly material. And these little harem pants that I made out of a patterned material that's sort of like a false velvet. It has various different patterns throughout it with red accents, and I use that same red accent for the halter at her neck. I actually made this outfit as part of a contest. I'm a big fan of Requiem art and of the patterns that she releases, and at the beginning of the year she had a contest sort of challenging us to mix and match her patterns to make an outfit. I did not win that contest, and I have to admit I didn't deserve to win. I really didn't spend enough time. I kind of pieced this together at the very last moment and kind of pieced together the easier bits that I could patch. But this is a halter. It was supposed to be a halter dress that so cleverly I made a crop top. And then the harem pants, let me think. I think that was an actual pattern. Or maybe I just took a wide leg pair of pants and decided to make a harem. I don't actually remember how much was my own idea and how much was the pattern. But I think it's really beautiful on her, and I have her barefoot, which is one of the very few dolls. I have a lot of shoes. I love shoes. I might be a little bit obsessed with buying shoes, and so all of my girls have some cutesy pair or another, but for this outfit there was kind of nothing that really seemed appropriate. I think she's walking around a room full of pillows and who knows what else, and she does not need shoes. Natalia arrived in this box, which I love, this little black and white box. I've kept it. It was the first time that I had purchased a doll in the world of people that that collect BJDs and collect blights. And so the way that she was packaged and the way she came and with all these extra little gifts just blew me away. I feel like I haven't seen that as much in the Pullip community. I think it's a budget thing. But yeah, so she came with little dresses and shoes that have managed to scatter themselves throughout my collection. What I do want to show you is what I made her for her arrival. And so it's in this little black box, which is sort of appropriate because it's kind of a naughty little box. And inside of it, I've got, well, it's wrapped up, but what I tried to make her was a corset. And oh my goodness, that was so incredibly difficult. That's actually the same material that her halter is made out of. And the fun part was that I went to Joann's and I got this little tool for securing grommets. So she's got little gold grommets on both sides and a red ribbon. I took this sheer material and wrapped it around her, wrapped the corset around that. And here's where we get super risque. I made her a pair of stockings. And well, how else do you keep stockings up other than a garter belt? So what I love about that are the black lines that go along her thighs. Definitely a departure from the mass majority of my collection. I think maybe the other stories to share about her are just how gorgeous she has looked in different wigs. Here she is in Pullip Ririko's wig, and I could not help but think how much she looked like Catherine Zeta-Jones from Chicago. So I did a little comparison shot there. Of course, Laura Embers was involved in a couple groove collaborations. There's Pullip Laura, her namesake, and Pullip Alura, which is her the letters of her name scrambled up. And so Alura, when she was released, she also had this black dress. And as soon as I saw that black dress, I recognized it immediately because when Laura owned Asha, she had done a photo shoot in that dress. So when Laura arrived, I just had to do this photo shoot where Natalia recognized her and recognized her dress, and she was waiting for her dress, which she promptly claimed as soon as Alura was out of the box. I thought that maybe I would wait until October to do a review on her, but she was next up on the queue, and it kind of makes sense. Adopting her was a complete surprise to me. I didn't expect it. I wasn't ready to buy another doll. I was trying to take things really slowly, but when certain opportunities come up, you just have to hop on them right away. So I love my little Natalia. It has allowed me to connect with Laura. We've messaged a little bit back and forth. I've asked for permission for her photos, to use her photos in posts and whatnot, and she is incredibly humble, very sweet, very generous. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you'd like to see a couple more detailed close-ups of her, if I didn't do enough of that, let me know, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.